Hi, my name is Tatiana the Fashionist, and I am a cancer survivor. I was first diagnosed with my cancer when I was 12 years old. It was called nasopharyngeal carcinoma, which is a very rare form of cancer. As a matter of fact, me and my brother are the only two cases of this. So when we were both diagnosed with it, the doctors had to do a lot of research to find out how we would get treated. They called Japan, and I was pretty much a guinea pig until they were able to help me with all my treatments. The way the doctors had found out I had my cancer was I was misdiagnosed for 7 months. So before the doctor had told me what I had wrong, she was telling me I had throat infections, ear infections, sinus problems. So it continued to spread in this whole 7 months. One day, me and my family, we were out for a car ride when I told my mom that I tasted blood in my mouth, and she looked in my mouth, didn't see anything. Not even 30 minutes into our car ride, I start feeling the blood that I was telling my mom that I tasted start coming up. So I start coughing a little. The next thing I know is I start throwing up blood, big clots of blood from my mouth and my nose, something I couldn't control or stop. My mom looked back, and my mother and my father rushed me to the ER, Children's Hospital, where right away, as soon as I was taken back, the doctors knew that there was something wrong. They started testing, and sure enough, after a couple surgeries and biopsies, I was diagnosed with cancer. Since the doctors didn't know how to treat it, I was given 4 different types of chemo at a time, as well as radiation. I got many surgeries within my time with chemo. I want to say over 10. I've kind of lost count after a while. One of the surgeries that I had, I ended up going blind from. I woke up, I was completely blind and paralyzed. I completely lost all train of thought. I didn't know my memory, who I was, who my father was, anybody. And before I knew it, the doctor said, she probably wouldn't ever walk or see again. And with God's grace, here I am. I can see, I can hear, and I can walk. I would pray every day because it was very strong chemo. And I would ask God. I was 12 years old going on to 13, and I would lose hair in large lump sums. I would pray every single day. And as it was falling out, it was growing back. And that's only something that God could do. I would ask him every day, Lord, please don't let me lose my hair. I was 12 going on 13, so it was something hard to deal with. And with his will, I never did. One of the things that I experienced when I was going through my chemo was I dealt with a lot of depression and self-esteem issues. I didn't feel beautiful. I felt like I didn't belong, and it was something that was very hard for me. And I seen the way I lost a lot of friends, and I just kind of waited there to see when my day would come. And it's something that was very hard to fight through. But the more I prayed, the stronger I felt. And by the time I got to the middle of my chemotherapy, I was invited to a cancer camp for teenagers, or for kids, for children with childhood cancer. And that was when I saw life in a whole new format. That was when I got my wanting to live again. And after that, I realized, there was more to life, and that if you have a good support team, that you would be able to really push through a hard time. So as I got older, I battled many side effects in and out of hospitals, many more surgeries that I have lost count of, in and out of hospitals. But I never fell. I kept faith in God, and I knew that no matter what I went through, it was for a reason, that I had a purpose. I just didn't know what, and I waited faithfully. And that's how I discovered myself, and as well as my business. So Les Fashionistas, what I decided what we would be doing is we would provide the aftercare for our clients. I focus on bringing beauty from the inside out. And what that means is, during my whole time in and out of hospitals, I relied strictly and 100% on the Lord. And so I decided my business should be the same way. It was what pulled me out and kept me going. So I sit one-on-one with people. I talk. If they need guidance, prayer, Bible studies, whatever it is that they need, we provide that. So we focus solely on starting on the inside to then work our way out. So what we do after we sit on one-on-one, we provide full makeovers, wig services, makeups, eyelashes, eyebrows, makeup tutorials, as well as fashion. And the way I incorporate everything is in the fashion industry. We do hair, makeup, as well as photo shoots. And after each client sits with me, we even provide a picture at the end of each session so that each client can go home remembering their day. And anytime that they feel weak, they can go back and just remember things that we talked about and remember that the Lord is always there to guide and push through in any type of hardship that they may have. So now, with that being said, this is how we started Les Fashionistas, Fashion Against Cancer. We're doing this fashion show because we want to show others that cancer shouldn't control you, that even though cancer is something hard to deal with, that it is life-changing. You do change internally as well as externally. We want to show others that we can overcome and that we are able to fight through anything. And this is why we put this fashion show together, because I have seen what cancer can do. It has tried to kill me, but I won, and you can do it too.
I am a survivor.
I am a survivor.
Thank God I'm a survivor.